Elon Musk has always classified himself as someone who is centrist in the perspective of American politics. However, going back to the records, we see that he backed President George W. Bush in 2004, President Obama in 2012, Hillary Clinton in 2016, and Joe Biden in 2020. Recently, he shocked everyone by changing his political views 180 degrees. The previous pattern showed his unending support of the Democrats, but it turns out that Musk has had a change of mind in politics, as he recently said he would begin voting for the Republican Party candidates in 2022. Does this mean he is a different person today than he was 2 years ago? Or maybe he changed his mind after some people couldn't stop harassing Tesla and SpaceX in public. But one thing is for sure, Elon Musk isn't ready to follow unfair rules set by others. Musk informed his almost 100 million Twitter followers that he is considering backing Florida Governor Ron DeSantis if he ever decides to run for president. It all started with a Twitter user's inquiry. He asked Musk who is leaning toward for president in 2024, and Musk responded, DeSantis. DeSantis hasn't publicly announced his candidacy, but he is widely expected to do so, and is likely to be one of the Republican frontrunners. Recently, it made the big headlines when Florida governor extended special sessions to take on Disney after criticism of the Don't Say Gay legislation. Musk is the wealthiest person on the planet, but his cultural impact stretches well beyond his fortune. His remarks might fuel speculations about DeSantis' running for president. DeSantis has been suggested as a possible presidential contender. He topped the straw poll at the Western Conservative Summit earlier this month, with 71% of the activists in attendance indicating they want him to run for president, compared to 67% for Trump. The rich and the powerful have lined up to support DeSantis' re-election effort, despite speculations that he is a potential presidential candidate. In a Florida study, at least 42 millionaires have given their support to DeSantis. While Elon Musk wasn't active on this topic before, one Twitter user didn't just stop there. He inquired about Musk's thoughts on former Democratic presidential candidate Andrew Yang. Musk replied, I backed Yang last time, but DeSantis has a better shot. He also noted that he voted Republican for the first time in Tuesday's special election for Texas's 34th congressional district, which saw a long-time Democratic seat flip to the GOP. Musk is well known for his electric vehicle company Tesla and space exploration company SpaceX. He is also attempting to acquire Twitter, although the agreement has yet to be completed. Musk has often clashed with President Joe Biden, since he wasn't invited to EV gatherings held at the White House multiple times, while legacy automakers were regular guests. He's also spoken out against the Build Back Better program and the Democratic tax package that targeted the wealthy. He referred to Biden as a wet sock puppet in a human form in January. During the pandemic, Musk famously relocated from California to Texas, switching from one of the bluest to one of the reddest states out there. Musk claimed in a tweet on Tuesday that he was thinking about launching a super moderate super PAC that promises candidates with moderate views from both parties. Last month, he said that the Democratic Party had become the party of division and hatred, and he would vote Republican instead. In the past, I voted Democrat because they were usually the party of compassion, but they've become the party of division and hatred. Therefore, I cannot support them anymore and will vote Republican, Musk tweeted. Musk has called the United States unquestionably the greatest nation that has ever been on Earth and the biggest force for good of any country that has ever lived. Musk thinks that democracy would have perished if the United States had not intervened in World War I, II, and the Cold War 3 times. Musk has previously remarked that he believes it would be a mistake to claim that the United States is flawless. It is most certainly not. The US has done numerous stupid and harmful things though. Yet Musk was always indecisive when it came to politics. In 2014, he defined himself as half Democrat, half Republican, and somewhere in the center, socially liberal and financially conservative. In 2018, he declared that he was not a conservative. "I am an independent with a moderate political leaning." In 2022, he indicated that he had voted strongly for Democrats previously, but planned to vote Republican in the next election. As a result of the rise of artificial intelligence, Musk has expressed support for universal basic income. He also supports direct democracy and believes the government on Mars would be direct democracy. He has defined himself as a socialist, but not the sort that moves resources from most productive to least productive countries. He subsequently stressed that his tweet should not be taken too literally. He favors a 40% inclusive tax rate, favors consumption taxes over income taxes, and favors the inheritance tax since the chance of offspring being equally adept at capital allocation isn't great. Musk told The Washington Post that he is a major contributor to Democrats, but he also contributed extensively to Republicans. Musk went on to say that political donations are required to have a say in the United States government. According to an analysis by the Sunlight Foundation, a neutral organization analyzing government expenditures, SpaceX has spent more than $4 million lobbying the United States Congress and more than $800,000 in political donations to Democrats and Republicans. According to the same study, SpaceX's push to secure political support has been methodical and smart, and unlike other tech businesses, SpaceX has maintained a strong lobbying presence in Washington nearly from day one. As well as, since 2002, Musk has given around $725,000 to different causes. In 2004, he gave $2,000 to President George W. Bush's re-election campaign, maxed out almost $100,000 to Barack Obama's re-election campaign, and gave $5,000 to Republican Senator Marco Rubio of Florida, a vital state for the space sector. In all, Musk and SpaceX distributed approximately $250,000 throughout the 2012 election season. In response to Texas Governor Greg Abbott's statement that Musk supported Texas's social policies, Musk tweeted in September of 2021, "In general, I believe government should rarely impose its will on the people, and when doing so, should aspire to maximize their cumulative happiness. And that said, I would prefer to stay out of politics." Musk was chastised in November of 2021 for criticizing US Senator Bernie Sanders on Twitter. Sanders tweeted, "We must insist that the very affluent pay their fair share, period." "I keep forgetting that you're still alive," Musk said. Musk supported Hillary Clinton in the 2016 presidential election and Joe Biden in the 2020 presidential race. Amongst many other reasons, this criticism is why Musk said in May of 2022 that he could no longer support the Democrats. Musk has been more like a hero for elements of the Republican Party since he declared his attempt to acquire Twitter and pledged to make it more of a free speech platform, including to restore the access to former President Trump. Conservatives applauded his $44 billion plan to take Twitter private, claiming that he would remove the biases they believe social media companies have against them. Last month, Republican Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, who represents Musk's new home state, tweeted that Musk's acquisition of Twitter was the most crucial development for free expression in decades. Musk also tweeted that environmental, social, and governance investing, or ESG, was a scam after Tesla was brought from an S&P Global Index that analyzes companies based on their ESG criteria. He also projected that his political assaults would increase considerably in the coming months. Meanwhile, Tesla shares fell to their lowest level this year, wiping off $12.3 billion from Musk's fortune, while Twitter's decline continued. Overall, Musk has lost $49 billion since initiating his bid for Twitter, due partly to the general market's decline and confident Tesla investors' concerns about Musk's ability to pay his offer for the social media company. Musk has said that the transaction is on pause until he validates Twitter's internal statistics on the incidence of bots. Elon Musk is, so far, one of the most influential people in the world, and his huge Twitter following, as well as Tesla and SpaceX supported numbers, are growing year over year. If he decides to publicly support someone for presidential elections this time, that person will definitely get enough boost for the race. However, Elon Musk is also never afraid of saying things that he disagrees with. Do you think Elon Musk has made the right decision by supporting Ron DeSantis for the next president? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.